Now it should work. Okay, cool. The only way to figure that out is to actually, start the stream. What are you even doing? Let's go away from that. It's tough. What are we even doing? We're building a game. Yeah, we are building a game. We're doing something with combat. All right, we're actually at some fun part of combat as well. We're doing state resolution. So this is kind of interesting because we got the natural transformation here. Now, what is a natural transformation? What is a natural transformation? Wait, just give me GCI, man. Solve compile errors. We're gonna refactor this for a little bit. It's so ugly now, and okay, we committed everything, so we can safely refactor. That's the thing I want. Like, I sometimes use Git like checkpoints, and this is one of those occasions because we have made something quite complicated. And I want to get rid of this. This is hiding the fact. This is hiding something from the guest. Yeah, we don't need to do this fmap anymore. We'll just do it like this, and post partially apply it, and then we can. It just looks nicer, like this. Still pass the function like that, but now we just give the signature, and we give out the SDGen, which will make the entire computation more useful. I actually can do it as a type alias. I like that. Run t and t. I will just expose all of the variables, but SDGen comes out as well. That's fine. No, I don't like doing it like this. Yeah, okay, so why don't I like doing this? We're hiding the function part, and I just don't like I don't like functions as type aliases. They make it look like it's a data. I don't mind it as much as a new type because it's more current, but like this, just jam it in, man. It's becoming a little bit of a mess, but that's saying more about the design of this entire thing than anything else. But we're not using it in that many places either, so we can just do it. We don't particularly care about the result either, so we'll just morph into it like that. And we're fine. It should compile. It should compile. And then t, right? We don't need that anymore. Resolve RNG. Cool. Right. Resolve RNG. You apply the function and then you say second. Because you don't care about the SDGen. Oh, you're just selecting 1 second. But right now it's saying, oh, still part of state. Oh, maybe we want to fmap second into it instead. Because like there's still a monad inside of it. So too much n with state t identity. Expected type state, game state, actual type n. Oh, maybe we don't want to refactor it then. We'll just keep it ugly. Because it's working, and it's like, whatever. It looks a little ugly, but fine. It's fine. We should solve the warnings as well. Oh, this. Oh, I shouldn't show it on stream. Oh, I shouldn't show any of this on stream. Damn it. Maybe I'll just kill Chromium. Because oh no, that's killing the chat. Well, it's dead now. Sorry. If you're sending me any messages right now, I won't see them. So you can share your secrets right now, or gossip about me. Do it right now. And no, I'm back. Okay, cool. So yeah, and I should also kill Skull. Okay, cool. Accidental stream leaks. I probably should use a separate account for this, but one day, man, one day. Dear God, really unprofessional. Really unprofessional. Yeah. Yeah, if I keep doing that, I might get into trouble. some point. Just fix it. But this entire function is pure at the moment, and I don't want to be. I don't want to have it be pure. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna factor out. Oh my god, what we're gonna do? So we're gonna factor out the update logic, and we're gonna give you update events, but you will be like this, and it's just gonna be one state, game state, and it's gonna be one at random. And there's a reason for that. I want to push all the changes to state in the monad so that we keep like we don't accidentally, you know. Okay, so the thing that's happening here is that we need to make a change to state. For example, here new state, and then you know we got moved state, and we just need to keep rebinding it, which is annoying. And I want to use the monad instead to just do those bindings. And then we kind of move it out of view because, you know, this entire computation is stateful. So, you know, hiding around it by pretending you're pure like this doesn't make sense to me. So I'm like, okay, we'll just, you know, jam the entire thing in a monad and don't kid ourselves. Because updating state like this, it's, you know, it's monadic. Even this signature should give you the hint you're doing something monadic. I think there's like a, you know, like it's fold again. It's like a catamorphism is fold. You could say that monads are like, you know, an extension of catamorphism or something. There's some relation between the two. Morphism or the catamorphism is unfold. I don't know. Yeah, folds list to arbitrary algebraic data types. You could keep in mind that your initial Haskell side effect system was modeled around lists. So it's like, you know, the relationship. What is the relationship between catamorphism and monads? I don't know. It's like, you know, one of those questions that's in my mind, which I'm not gonna look up right now, but one wonders, you know. One wonders. This is correct code. But I want to have randomness as well, and I don't know how to describe randomness. Apply tag is randomness. Random. Okay, cool. Like that. And then we're just gonna like now it becomes kind of neat. You just do this case blah blah blah, and then rather than using set, we can use I don't know the name of it actually, but we can use the lens one as well for this. Let's look it up. So we throw the lens ask. You got use and you got set. What is set? And then, you know, because you got the one with the dot. What is the name for it? This is set, and then you got dot equals, which is something else. But it's in here. This is infix of set, provided consistency with monad state. So you got setter, a setter, blah 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 blah, and then you got, wait, are they the same? Place target of lens, traversal constant value. This is infix version of set, provided for consistency with. But how would you call the one that's doing this? What's the proper name for it? Modifying. Well, there you go. This is an alias for percent equals. Maybe modify? Assign. That's it. My game will be more gooder. Does your game have existentials? Because I want to get rid of it. You know, I started that sentence trying to flex, but then I realized that's actually kind of a problem. I have these things. Move plan. What is a move plan? No. Oh, do you want me to do a review? I'm curious actually of what you've been doing with your game. You know, we are in a friendly competition after all, I guess. Well, you started the competition by saying it will be gooder, so you know, I didn't want to be in a competition, but it might have linear types. Oh, that's interesting. I cannot right now. I think not yet. You might steal. I don't think our games are really compatible with each other, because you're basing it on raw STL and I am basing it on Reflex, which is heavily MTL inspired. Even though I don't particularly I'm starting to have doubts about MTL. I'm sorry, guys. I know you all are deep into MTL, but I'm starting to have doubts about it. Well, it's not so specifically my own usage that's making me doubt. It's like, you know, I have colleagues. Ban that guy. You know, one of the big advantages of not having a camera enabled is that I can, you know, stream naked. That's great. So yeah, we can now resolve RNG. Oh no, we don't have to do this anymore. This kind of mixing becomes a lot more easy, because this will be an assignment of state, and you know, do we need to use state? Maybe not. What is a move plan? Should character move? Oh, it's a move type, and then we like kind of apply it to apply a tag. I see. Okay, Gachi hyper. I don't know what it means. I should get something to drink, but I need snooze. What is snooze? So my parents, they're moving house, and it's kind of, you know, they're in the phase where they have like someone who's super interested in buying the place, but you know, they need to get financing. They need to arrange to do financing. And it's just like it's such a pain in the ass. You know, they're like, okay, can we arrange anything? No, not really. We're waiting for it. We're making all these plans, but we don't know how things are gonna go. And then, you know, I'm there like saying, okay, calm down, everything is fine. You know, if you need to bridge for a couple of weeks, then you can even stay at my place. It's all fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, snooze. Snooze? Wait, let me look at that. What is snooze? Is it like some kind of cocaine? Are you using drug boats again? Plus, we talked about this guy, bro. You should stop your addiction. Hell. Between the upper lip and gum for extended. What? Is this like chewing tobacco? The sale of snus is illegal in all of the European Union countries except for Sweden. It is the most common type of product in Norway. What? This is drugs, man. I was joking about the drugs, but I guess Swedish, no, it's no chewing. It's placed between the upper lip and the gum. Upper lip. So do you put it on the side or on your front teeth? It's a little administration. Dude, if you want to smoke, you should just smoke, I think. Like, you shouldn't torture yourself with this crap. Like, you know, cigars are pretty good. I mean, I enjoy the occasional cigar on the weekends. And I don't think you should feel bad about that, you know? Like, you shouldn't torture yourself with this. Don't feel peer pressured out of it. Smoke is disgusting. You have a problem, man. No, gum. What is a gum? So I was asking, like, are you placing it here, or like there, or like, you know, there, or like all of the gum? News. This is the result of me googling it. It looks like, you know, addictiveness. Of course, it's not good for you. Significant increase in the incidence of the combined category of oral cancer. I think it's probably less bad than smoking. Like, smoking is kind of god awful. But since you're not actually burning anything, there are a lot fewer free radicals. And like the carbon monoxide that's resulting from smoking is you don't know how bad carbon monoxide is. But, you know, cigarettes, they don't really burn that well, so you get a lot of that half burned carbon, just carbon monoxide. Yeah, you're probably better off using snus, but, you know, I can still joke about it. My channel. Move plan. You're what? Oh, we could just like, you know, traverse. We can just, you know, this is traverse. What are you talking about? Yeah, we'll traverse off to the function, get it out, plan, state. Right, we need to have the state. What? No. Okay, I get it now. Oh god, this is gonna be obnoxious. So, fortunately I kept the original around so I can cheat. But yeah, for move plan, we should, where is our browser? Not assign, but we're gonna use modifying, because we're gonna modify the state. You know, how are you gonna modify the state? Well, no, we want to have the entire state. That's kind of annoying. Well, modifying identity. That's kind of stupid. You get out the state like this. But here's the second annoying part, because this is monadic. I think we maybe we're not gonna do it like that. We're just gonna figure it. We'll just get it. Use identity. We'll get like state prime. We'll apply attack plan. What about plan? Well, we can just, you know, traverse it. We'll traverse plan. And oh wait. We can bind the use as well inside this. Wait, but if you're like that, why don't you just, you know, why don't I just like not give you the state at all? Yeah, we'll just traverse you and everything is fine. And we'll just apply attack. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Are you realizing what's going on? I think this is really confusing because I'm not explaining anything. So we started with the original expression like this. However, we had to apply state here as well because we were actually running it here. But now we put the state outside of the entire expression. So we're already in the M of state here. So, or actually here, we're saying that like the entire thing is state. And since this apply attack function is also in the same M with the same properties, we can just, you know, ignore that running part. So we can ignore this part, we can ignore that part, and we can also ignore the state part here, which leaves us with only the getting the plan out. And to get the plan out, we can just, you know, traverse it, because why? Explaining traverse is always fun because it's such a confusing type signature if you see it for the first time. But there is science behind this magic. It's inside a maybe. So pretend the maybe is the T. Is it? Yeah, I think that's fine. And then you want to apply some function inside of for the A. So that's the value of the maybe. In this case, that will be the move plan. So this is like maybe move plan. The type of that is maybe move plan. And then you just pretend you can apply that with set applicative F. In this case, the M of the monad will be applicative. So we can just traverse it like that, put in the move plan, and that's it. So yeah, that's it actually. I will push this down to the end of the block because like that. And again, you got this you know, new state, old states mixing up here. I don't know what we're doing here. Maybe new state over game board move. So we first apply attack, and then we go over game board. Do you accept challenge of your game not being worser? Do you accept challenge you of your game? Hello, Altern. How are you doing, man? By the way. Do I accept the challenge of the game not being worser? Worser than what? Than what? Actually, I think at this point we can delete these links because I kind of know how to do logging as well. I think I learned quite a bit about NTL at my day job, because it doesn't feel daunting or something I want to avoid anymore. I'm going to be gooder. I'm going to be. I think he's still working on it. Like, from what I understand, he got his shell working and he's now looking into implementing game mechanics. And he assured me that it's really easy to build his idea, even though it's far more complicated than rock, paper, scissors, which is basically what we have right now. And, you know, I was actually listening to a podcast today about, incidentally, started talking about Magic. Which is like a card game. It's like Hearthstone, but way older. And they were talking about, like, you know, pretend that you have chess, except rather than starting with the board filled with pieces, you place a piece one at a time, and the pieces can be of different types. You don't know what the other player is gonna place. And I was thinking, like, wow, that's a really good game idea. Actually, we should transform this game into that. It sounds amazing. Because, you know, it's like, I don't know, it sounds fun to me that you first have a phase where you place all your stuff, and then you go on to another phase where you would, like, destroy each other's placements. But yeah, you know, you can make really complicated designs and stuff. We're just making the easy thing right now. Although we are kind of intellectually masturbating about it a little bit, maybe a lot, but yeah, it's fun. So, okay, so let's kind of carefully study this. This is the same pattern, right? Here we're just tracing what's going on. Maybe new state is weird to me. Shared tracing. Oh, the existing one. Okay, whatever. Here you're wait, there's more. So there's move plan again. The same move plan we had before, except now we're going to use it to move. So first we're going to use it to apply attack, and then that exact same move plan again. We're going to traverse over it. We're going to move. Move plan. But we're going over game board. What is X? Wait. Oh, you're going from grid to grid. Okay. So we need to kind of go inside, I guess. Traverse won't quite work in this case, because the way I don't know what game is about. This game, I could show you. I don't know. Yeah, let's just say that, you know, I've been really busy. I'm streaming more now because I broke up with my girlfriend, and that, you know, magically freed up a bunch of time. And yeah, I'm like, you know, finding various ways to waste my time. But to do the streaming, yeah, like, progress on this game has been abysmal, basically, to say the least. But, you know, if you just keep at it and you keep sinking hours into it, even though you're going slowly, you know, steady wins the race. But let's see. I think we have been working on this for a very, very long time at this point. Wait. It's kind of interesting. 9 months ago. We started working on this probably a year ago, actually. Yeah. I think November 2020. This is all template stuff. So no. Hyping the shit out of the hexagons. But it's probably 5th of November. This is inception date. So this game is almost a year old and we barely have anything. But, you know, I've hardly been putting any time into it when I was on Aruba, for example. Is that a game engine? What game engine is it? It's not a game engine, I guess. Well, you know, if you can call SDL a game engine, maybe. I think the thing you do here is you pull out the plan, and then you just go on your merry way. Because for, okay, so we're not going to use traverse then, we're going to use for, which is the same as traverse, except it has its arguments flipped, which allows us to use a $sign. And I've said this before, but in Haskell you also always want to use the money if you can. So yesterday was the birthday of your kid. Really? I don't remember. How do you know? I thought it's only not. I guess it's already a year old. August 2nd. Wow. You know, this game is an institution. It's a tribute. I don't remember anything of last year, August. Modifying. I mean, I guess I was, you know, getting more happy because I started game development, which I feel is always a happy place for me. It's always a bliss to work on this stuff. Modifying game board, move. So you're gonna get your move type first, which is the plan. So we're not gonna do that. This is it. This is the code. There's no let, it's do. I think that's quite a cleanup actually. Compared to this, well, then again, we're not really logging here, but I feel we can get rid of the logging for now. We still need to run it though, the update logic stuff. But that's the entire point of this outer function is to run the logic around it. So inner function doing logic, outer function providing convenience around doing the running. And by running, I mean actually providing the monadic context. Wow, those are real words said by real people. So we want to update logic inside there, put in the events, and access state, because the only thing we really care about is the game state resulting from this. So yeah, that's quite a cleanup. I don't know if it compiles, but it looks nice. Ambiguous occurrence of state. Ew. Should character move, should character attack. Does it build? Almost. Is there anything to show that it works? Yeah, I'll show you. You know, you just play the game. That's how you know it works. We have some tests as well, but they're kind of, you know, they are more test the inner logic. It's not really guaranteed the thing works. Rather than giving you game state directly, we'll just put you in a state monad. Is that good? So it only needs to read from the game state. However, it's kind of annoying to do that, because you would say that if you are a state monad, you're also a reader on game state. But you're not really a reader on game state. You don't get that license. I don't really want to muck around with these functions because they look complicated. Then again, I need to get it out. Let's keep them pure and figure out how to do this instead. Towards. I think we can use it with identity like I did before. We'll get the initial state out. Use identity. I mean, I guess that's just cats. Initial state. And then we'll do it like this. So to get out the state as a free variable, we'll get it, apply the function, put it in the move plan, use move plan here, use move plan there. So even though we're modifying the state here, they're getting copies. So we're still working from the original. Like the decisions are based on the original, and we are constructing a new one here. Yeah, this makes sense to me. Move plan is to move fun. Exactly. We already encoded fun into our game. It can only get better from here. Okay, we can just say use it. Just use it, okay? Just use it. Right, you need to put in the initial as well. Let's go toward. What? Where's this? Toward. Shoot at 10. Or shoot. Parallel scope toward. 186. There we go. Okay, we can run it now. This is the epic game. Alright, it crashes in GTI, but we don't care about GTI, so we won't debug that. We'll just run it in Kabul. There's so much shadowing. Yeah. So we just walk around killing people. That's the game right now. We added weapons though. Here you can see the little sword here, little bow there, a little axe there, and we added blood. You know, we added people to kill. So things are coming along. It's not like we're standing still. It's just, you know, taking months to do one little thing. And by months I mean, you know, not streaming and doing other things. Just putting this into the fridge, basically. But yeah, we know how to update logic. Well, we refactored it a little bit. Okay, simplified it. I should fix all the hexaflexagons exactly. We are using hexagons, like everyone should. So let's clean. Oh, this doesn't have the magic. Wait. I'll quickly grab the magic. Clean. It's just that. It doesn't seem right. Build cache. Build. No. I want to delete all the GTI files. I don't know how to. Wait, I think I have it somewhere else. It's in the template project, but this one is so old that I didn't add it to that. Clean. It tells me to just delete dist and dist block. Dist. There's no dist. What? Yeah, .hi. It is like that, isn't it? So I need to delete those .hi files, which are generated by. I think they are generated by GTI. Weird. Well, I can just modify the file, I guess, and see all the errors again. Or the warnings, I mean. And use matches. X. Make walk. We'll just put them next to each other so we can easily spot the issues. There we go. So 194. This binding for state shadows the existing binding from. Right. I guess I can call it game state. Move fun state. This shadows the existing binding. Game state. I mean, to be honest, we can just, you know. It's not this complicated, right? Initial state, defined but not used, initial state. What? It's right there. .178. Defined but not used, initial state. Initial state. Did I misspell this or something? I did. Oh, it's shadowing. Current. We were using the initial state from the entire game, resetting it every time. How did that work? 167. 153. Oh, right. So 2 prime, I guess. from and I presume that watching these warnings get solved is incredibly boring to watch, but yeah, we just have to solve them. And this also needs some cleanup, but what? Oh, there's more move here. Look at all those errors, for example. But we need to, like, you know, sort of move on as well. Stop refactoring. That's the thing about Haskell, right? You end up refactoring so easily, even though you don't have anything to be proud of or whatever. This is not refactoring, by the way. This is actually generally fixing problems or potential problems. You don't want to mess around with the issues you can get from warnings. But they are warnings for a good reason. 3, 4. Okay. Fix warnings. Push that. Okay. I actually need to debug this stuff because we didn't make a random number in a range, for example. Hey Skybro, welcome back. So the Primigan tweeted my troll video and now I'm big time YouTube. What? Really? Wait. I'll look you up on Discord. No. Who's the Primigan anyway? No. There he is. Wow. 400. That's a lot. What's this? Oh. Netflix Science and Text Streamer. Vim user. Netflix Science and Text Streamer. Netflix Science and Text Streamer. So he worked. Oh, you mean he works for Netflix and. Right. Yeah. Okay. He works for Netflix and then he decided to go streaming as well. Yeah. Like, I like personally would never ever try to, you know, attach my internet personality to the company I work for, because, you know, if you can call my internet personality an internet personality, it's like, you know, it's just being myself, to be honest. But because, okay, so I would never do that, because, you know, it's like this being, well, I don't think it's a good idea to, you know, build your ego so on top of the fact that you work for some company or another company. And then furthermore, you're not like really, you shouldn't use their name like that, I think. I mean, he can do it, you know, but I would feel uncomfortable with doing that. I mean, I'm not talking about the company I work for ever. Like, I accidentally sometimes show it on stream, but that's because of my incompetence rather than intentionally. But you know, like, if he's comfortable with that, he should totally do that. I remember that one time some guy joined your stream to try and talk business with you. All right, I think he was from some African country as well. But it could have been that he was just like a Nigerian prince trying to sell me coffee beans or something, you know. I didn't really end up hearing from him afterwards. I think, you know, maybe he was a troll trying to. Or maybe he saw that I put like a business email thing in the description below, and maybe he saw that he just decided to start trolling me. Like, let's talk business. We'll make an offer. Make an offer. What am I doing? Yeah, we're actually like at an impasse, I guess, because we got it to work. Oh right, no, wait, I'm saying it's working, but it's not working at all. Actually, the way we could show it's not working is by, well, there are many things we could do, but one of the, well, we should maybe make a test. I don't know. Fly attack. We're not getting any crashes, which is good. Like, we blotted the entire thing with errors, and there are no crashes, so that's good. Our invariants are holding up for now. This is a disaster waiting to happen, by the way, but, you know, what are you gonna do? Just a beginning game dev. We don't know any better. The random numbers we're generating, those are too big, too strongly, and we need to do something about them. Yeah, we just got the randoms out and we didn't use a range. So we, because this is your roll from a dice basically, and my idea was that a unit would have 10 HP by default, and then this is dev unit, so the default, right? And then, you know, you would roll it, if you're attacking someone, you would roll a dice. What's happening now is you're taking the full size of integer and getting like whatever is in there. Maybe I can show it even. If we import system random, and then we do random IO, and we'll say it's integer. Yeah. So this is a random number. It's like in the it's like the maximum is gonna get, you know. It's in the billions, I think. It's even more than that. It's like, you know. Wow. So, you know, if you're gonna play with dice like that, it's just destroying the entire abstraction. We probably should have used, you know, word 8 instead of this stuff. I would have clamped it down to 256, but we didn't. You spelled small wrong. I don't think you can spell small wrong. Do you want to have a single L? What if my small is a little bit smaller? So it's like small little small little. That's what this is. Smaller. No, this is like small little. I mean, I guess technically we could even, you know, be full on Haskell devs and write it like that. You know. Okay, Skybro. You win this round. This is for you. Small. It's actually kind of confusing because sword and sword be completely different things. This will give a compiler error. But this won't. Well, it can't find it, but you know, it's like a valid name. But this isn't. Sword. No, we're not gonna intentionally do spell errors. Well, I guess this technically was intentionally as well, because no. There's a reason for not doing small. It clashed. It clashed with quick check. So we did small instead. And then, you know, you pointed out a spell error, and we were like, no, we're fine with spell errors. I love spell errors. Okay, I'm gonna get another drink because I talk too much during the streams. Be right back. No, I don't actually drink that much alcohol. I have a wine here. It's just that, you know, some Airbnb guest gave me a wine. Actually, did they leave any gifts? Wait. I need to check this. Well, it is clean and bad, but so, like quite often actually, like the Airbnb guests, they just leave stuff behind without actually telling me, and I'm just like, okay, what am I gonna do with this now? You know, they'll leave some food, or they'll leave all kinds of stuff. Like one couple left behind a surfboard, I think. I was like, whoa, how do you forget a surfboard? Well, it's mine now. So, you know, they pay for the room and then they also leave behind stuff. It's like, I brought the surfboard to my sisters, you know. They can use it for things. Yeah. I feel one of the best. It's kind of surprising how much fun it has been to run the Airbnb. I didn't expect it to actually enjoy running it, but it is fun to do, because you meet so many different people, and I will also get it bounded. Yeah. So you meet many different people, and yeah, where are we going with this actually? Good question. Probably want to do 1 and 3. That's been fun. So everyone should do it. If you can do it, you should do it. This is like, you know, you gotta make sure everything's clean, but once you hire a cleaner and the annoying, tedious shit of cleaning the house is being out of your hands, it's fantastic because, you know, you just gotta talk with the people and, you know, make sure they're happy and they can find their place around. And after that, you know, great. Yeah. No, let's go there. That's the, you know, most often project I use. I just type it if I don't think about things. It's like Google these days. I just, you know, if I can't find something on the first try, I have this association with Haskell that I just postfix the search term with Haskell. Because Google never finds anything about Haskell. You have to tell it to use Haskell. You know? Why was I opening this anyway? Oh right, we want to run it. Right, but like we won't see it working. They should actually fix that issue with the massive amounts of damage we're doing. Now I want to draw health bars as well. I don't know. Maybe we can just use reflex STL to draw health bars. You just want to draw a bar basically. Direct. What's a renderer? IO. STL rendering device. Just summon it from the ether. The current rendering target. I will just draw a single one. Be gloriously inefficient about it. Because we have our render function. Render function. Render function. Image. Oh, actual image setting. Apply image. Zoe. You are getting a function. Oh, thank you. Those redundant brackets make me so confused always. Getting any tile. What is this code? What is wrong with me? Getting any tile. Hash of, meaning we don't care what is there. As long as you have it, you are happy. And making settings for me. So this is a condition. Okay. So let's add some documentation because, you know, I can't figure it out from type signature. Condition rendering. Okay. What does image even do? Should I just do like everything with image or setting copy renderer? Where's renderer? Oh, you just ask it. Okay. Mod reader renderer. Yeah, you got it here. Okay. So we got the renderer. I don't get that performable stuff. So the first thing you do is provide a function from actual to image settings. Image content. But you know, you can extend this to also include size, probably. Or is position already having? Yeah, it's a rectangle, so it already has a size. So I ask again, should we just do everything with images? I don't know. How are we even drawing the rectangles? Render hacks. Hexagon settings. Hexagon. It's so easy. It's just an image. What? No. It's a polygon here. So, I mean, let's go to combat. We got a unit with health, but that's not it. Like, we also want to know where is the unit on the board in the grid. So you got like a tile, right? With a player. We need to know the coordinate. Let's just write it down. What do you wanna do to draw? Okay, so let's just jam all this stuff into render. We'll put hexagon in there. I'll put image in there. Probably layer as well. Are you using that button? I don't think we're using this. No. You're not depending on button, are you? No, you're not depending on button at all. No, nothing is. Just delete this module. Probably also part of render. You want a font, don't you? Or guest maybe wants a font. No? No one wants a font. Hexagon? Yeah. Okay. Image. Image layer doesn't do anything. Font doesn't do anything. Okay. And then render, you import all of our shit. Render image, render layer, render hexagon. Layer. There we go. Guest, can't find module layer. It's okay. Oh, we already got that. Wow. They merged it? That's quick. I don't believe it. So, you know, this is just me casually going off a distraction. This is like typical to my streams, like, you know, some of the best content ever created was during these random distractions. So if you're feeling concerned, like what is going on now? Weren't we doing Haskell before? Well, I just want to know if it's working. Unknown command doc. Unknown command doc built-ins false. Well, I guess I do get an old REPL. This is only version 2. You noob, I noob. So yeah, that's like completely normal in my streams to have random distractions like that. But we figured it out. Docs don't exist in X. Skyro is a liar after all. And life goes on. Let me check mine. You didn't even confirm. I checked it before you did. It's like a typical Twitch viewer for you. Oh yeah, we have this doc feature. You should check it out. And he doesn't even check it himself. That's funny. Maybe version. Ah, okay. Yeah, sure. That's what they all say. Just call this health. I don't know if this is why sort of right thing to do, but this is what we're gonna do. We probably can get away with just a renderer, right? No, probably not. So we need to perform this in a layer as well. You may ask, Yuppie, what are all those layers about? Well, I don't really know, but once I stopped using the layers, things broke. So I will happily cargo code the dynamic writer of a layer, which is inside of the monad. And these words, they have meaning, by the way. I'm not inventing them. They have meaning to something. Okay, so like dynamic is like a reflex jargon. Writer is like a Haskell jargon. Layer is invented. That doesn't mean anything. But these two words at least mean something. This T also reflex thing. Something to relate with time, I presume? I don't know. No, not load args, load health. No, like render health bar. Maybe it's because I'm on next to which Flakes is on. Yeah, typical. typical Nix story about flakes and, you know, experimental feature, this, that. You know, I don't think it exists. Just all lies. That's what they want me to think. An old tag. Actually, there was a guy on the Nixel subreddit, and he made a web page for it. So, and this guy, he just uses Lisp. Wait, did he link it? He used common Lisp. I find it amazing. This guy just, you know, comes around, doesn't know anything about Nix, and he's like, oh, this is annoying. Just hack it together in Lisp. Well, I like Lisp hackers. They're so pragmatic. This is like kind of like an XML parser in Lisp, I think. He mentioned in the thread he was using XML to. He was using the already existing XML to figure it out, and that's how he got like this entire library page, which is indexable by Google, I presume. So, you know, it's not great for Google because he should make separate pages out of this, but, you know, it will work for you. And that guy. Oh, here, like, you know, this is the most convenient for me, at least, because I use Google a lot to figure out things. And yeah, I was like thinking, you know, if you just make Nix properly indexable, wonder if you could, you know, modify Google to, or not Google, I guess, but, you know, kind of make a haddock out of Nix. That's an interesting idea. The other interesting part of that is that you could even hook it up to documentation of native libraries, and that will instantly make, you know, the best documented, like the most centrally documented C repository ever, because, you know, you would just use all of Nix packages and use the built-in documentation features which are there, and then you just, you know, generate docs like that. But I don't think I wonder if it will work. I wonder if like C has some kind of standard way of generating docs. Well, maybe there are several, but, you know, if they're countable and you can just do them one by one, drastically improve your documentation ever. Yeah, so this is too hard for me to figure out in one go. So what I'll do instead, I'll just, you know, drop in the entire tile. I will render that, I think, because we don't need to know about the entire grid. But a tile has the content, background, blah blah blah. So here I will do like TC unit, view TC unit tile, where health. You know, the other thing you probably should know is the max health of a unit. Well, I guess we'll add that. TC unit. What's unit? It's recorded in combat. So we'll just hardcode max health to be 10 now. We'll get it like that. We need to preview this because we don't know if tile has any content. And like this, we get the health out. Okay. Okay. What else do we need? We need to have the coordinate, which is an actual. There we go. Okay. So this is like the numbers we need. If we don't have a tile, we'll do nothing. So we'll just, you know, pour this out. Oh, and the other thing, this is dynamic probably. I think, I don't know. Let's just make it pure first, and we'll figure out how to do it properly later. REPL is not most convenient. No, REPL is obnoxious. Oh my god. I mean, REPL is convenient in Lisp, but it's not in anything else. Even with GTI open here, I just use it as a compiler. I don't really use it as a REPL. I think I just used it just now how to show how the health mechanism broke. Pretty convenient in Haskell. I never use it in Haskell, to be honest. Like, I only use it like this, like a compiler. I rarely use it to figure out things. Even at like work, I generally just make CLI tools instead, because, you know, it's so easy to make them work properly and well documented with healthbars applicative, which I think is the most amazing library ever. If I ever see like a CLI library that's slightly shitty, I'm thinking like, damn, I should have written it in an healthbars applicative. They would have gotten like a good default without too much trouble, you know? Even if you don't document it at all, you still get like really good defaults. Advent of code. What is advent of code? Is that the Age of Empire thing you keep talking about? Oh god, it's almost this year again, this time again, where everyone starts talking to me about advent of code, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Did you finish it, by the way? Are you? That's like actually how my Chinese start feeling when I was learning it. I'm not learning it anymore because I broke up, but I felt like falling behind, and it just keeps on getting worse and worse, and start feeling worse about it and worse about it every week. It just, you know, you start feeling more and more behind, and it's just like, oh my god, code puzzles. Yeah, but I'm describing, I think this is like what people get with the advent of code, when they proudly tell everyone they're participating to that, and then, you know, start falling behind and just give up. But, you know, once you decide to give up, it feels great, actually. I typically do a few days. Yeah, I guess you won't try to be writing any compilers. That's like, you know, one of the other good experiences I had doing Haskell to build that. It's one of the things I remember, to build that Lisp interpretation. And we just kind of were puzzling it from my memory of watching that one video about Lisp. And I never actually used any Lisp before, but it worked. I think I did it kind of correctly as well. Like Lumi helped a lot though. Uses Emacs, not use any Lisp. Yeah. That's me. Yeah, we can draw rect. Let's draw a single rect, actually. It's difficult enough for a single rect. Yeah. Can I set the color of the renderer? Set renderer draw color. Renderer config. Color. State var. What is a state var? A concrete implementation of readable and writable state variable carrying one IO action to read. What? This data type represents a piece of mutable imperative state, which is associated with side effects. These tend to be encapsulate all sorts of tricky behavior in external libraries and may well throw exceptions. So this is IO ref, I guess, except rather than having the standard DHC API, they can make it such a way that it obeys probably way too complicated SDL behavior. So we can get the color out for renderer draw color, and then modify it because it's a mutable one. However, they are in IO. Map state file. Change the type of state file. I don't want to change the type of state file. But can I change the value of state file? Or would you say this is get, this is set? In absence of concurrent mutation from other threads or throw an exception. Should restore the previous state. What is this? Write a new value in the state variable. Oh god, this is truly an woman. I mean, you know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. This is strict. The value to be set. That's something I don't understand, because you're jamming the value inside it. You know, as soon as you go to the next computation, the value will be evaluated anyway. Why do you care about strictness? But, well, I guess in the case where you put it in a let binding or something and you want to make it strict. Why do you use sec? Okay. But we don't care about color for now. Spent 20 minutes figuring out color and then like, oh, we don't care about it. Yeah, that's my life. But that's another way of doing mutable state in Haskell. Hooray! I made like a little library for it as well. I wonder how many are using this. I mean, I'm procrastinating a lot. but I would like to point out that I had a long day, so I deserve some procrastination. Reverse dependency search. Oh, 32. Oh, it's all about, you know, games. Interesting. Oh, why? Oh, wow. It's kind of amazing how many people are trying to do game engines in Haskell. Gotta push every language into a game engine. Yeah, let's just look at the image example to draw. So load X, image. So we ask the renderer, aux, commit layer, tile. These things will become part of the tile as well, like that, but don't worry about it for now, okay? Because you're pulling it out like that, and then, you know, the level deeper, there will be the tile as a pure value. So we just, you know, go deeper, and everything works. And here you are doing the, I think in here we are doing the rendering of stuff. So here we can just like draw a rectangle, and it will remain at the right place. Okay. Draw. So we already got a renderer. And then we need to, no, don't render the entire context. We need to figure out the rectangle. So how do you image position? How do you figure that out? What? Axial to pixel. Oh, there you go. Coordinate. Axial to pixel. Chord. The length will be, so height will be like, you know, 2. And then the length will be health, you know, from maybe nothing. Zero health. And then like, you know, so health has a maximum of 10, so we want to make it 50 big, so we'll do like, you know, times 5, and then we just do like integer division, which is like quad. I think it's quad, and this will crash if it's 0. No, don't do this. The other way around, maybe the maximum health is 50, and you want to do the proportion of the maximum health. Just like the maximum, I mean, in pixels, we're calculating the pixels width of the entire thing now, right? So if your health is 8, you want to fill it up for 80%. Your health is 7, you want to fill it up for 70%. So we're just multiplying this by that value divided by 10, except as doubles. Right, so if I multiply this by 10 as well, and then divide the entire thing by 10, it works, because, you know, that's how math works. Because, I mean, it becomes a proportion then, in percentages. Because if this is full, the max health was 10. Oh god, I'm fucking this up. You get it back to that, and then, you know, make it 5 times bigger, if you can. Because of pixels. That's totally it. But this one needs to be integer division. So, I don't know how to do that in Haskell. Why don't I know how to do that? Because I almost never do computation, you know. Quad, it is quad. Use div or quad function. It is quad. like I said, truncated towards 0. That's exactly what I want. So we'll just quote it. Like that. And that's how babies were born. Shitty joke. Okay, so we got like a dynamic tile, and now we also render a health bar in a quite dubious manner. We don't know where the tile is coming from. We are not at that point yet, but in theory we have a health bar. So now we need to go to the render function and use the health bar. Stealing your IDs, by the way. What IDs are you stealing? I wonder. How to draw a health bar? I mean, really? I mean, I don't mean to offend you or anything, but this seems like, okay. I maybe make it look complicated. However, I would say this is some reasonably basic stuff, even though, you know, I'm using Haskell and not being very, how to say, like straightforward or something. I don't know. I have a terse style, I guess, at this point, and also the plunder part. Well, at least you're keeping up the spirit of the game, you know, plundering something at least. There. All right. So list with key. Oh, you list with key. We already have that. I guess we just, like, you know, put the tile in here as well, and then this is how it renders. You don't know about health bar, but we just spent so long making health bar. How could you not? Not in scope, variable health. Import combat. Combat. Not in scope. You're not exporting health. No, you're not exporting health. You should export health. Just kidding. The only thing I'll steal is your frame. Frame? What do you mean frame? Fame. Oh. My fame? You mean all, like, 4 viewers? Oh my god. I'm stealing my viewers. I only have 4. I mean, then again, it would be nice to start over. Have a small community again. I don't know. It's starting to get big, man. You know, like, I'm starting to feel pressured about it as well. Variable not in scope tile. How about this? We make like a health bar primus without that, and we just say to you, good luck, sir. Good luck. Terminal scope unit HP. Oh no. I didn't export it? Jesus. How am I supposed to use any of this? Terminal scope, tell coordinate. Tell coordinate. Grid. I've been thinking about it, like, you know, about Twitch in general. So I feel like a lot of streamers, they want to always grow their community and having more viewers, but, you know, every time I'm reaching, if I ever reach 10 viewers, I always feel like, you know, pressured to perform. It's not pleasant, I guess. I don't know how bigger streamers do that if they got like 100 viewers. Like, it seems quite uncomfortable at that point to stream, you know. So why would you? It's you know, for 4 people, it's like okay, it's like a small little group of friends, just enjoying the art of programming, I guess, together. But if you start to get like 10 or 15 people, it's like okay, that's a pretty big group. How are you doing it, man? Just pretend, just pretend. Yeah. Well, I feel at least the turning off the camera remove some pressure at least. Yeah. I mean, for 5 people, I probably didn't have the pressure, but I felt pressured when, for example, Soring raided me once. It was like 50 people. It's like, oh my god, I'm getting like a heart attack. Hello, Chiroptical. How you doing, man? Oh, we don't even know about tile coordinate. We didn't bother exporting tile coordinate, even though it was there for so long. From a scope renderer. Let's ask it here. Maybe, yeah, get more experience or something. I do get nervous. It is very intimidating, you know. I'm, you know, on the one hand, you would say like, okay, it's great to get rated by a big streamer like Soring, because you get like a lot of channel exposure. But on the other hand, like that stream is basically ruined at that point for me, because I cannot, well, I cannot really continue what I was doing before. So yeah, quite happy with how it's going now, you know. Yeah. I am. And is it wise? Probably not. I'm happy with it. I have peace. Right. So you don't. Yeah, you want to be a scene instead of an int, which is, and you want to have tile content. You would need to move over just. So you just move over just and then done. Maybe tile. Just. No, maybe tile. Oh, you're also maybe. No, that doesn't make sense. Like that. Yes, we got it. You just keep your cool. I wonder if you would present often to a large group of people, you just kind of get used to it, or you know, you stop caring about it, or always be nervous. Like I once upon a time joined the Dutch FP Day, and I thought it was like a small meetup, you know, like maybe 10 people. So I was like, okay, yeah, I can present something for you all. It turned out to be like 50 people. I was like, oh no, what did I do? That was funny. Fortunately, I practiced a lot, so it didn't went that awful, but that's new type. No, we can coerce it probably. Yeah. Data coercible. Oh, data coerce. No, it's not coercible. Same with me when I did my Haskell talk, but it would be like coworkers. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel like you can never. Oh, there's C int. We know about it. Yeah, I feel you can never not practice enough. Talks, just in case. The meeting is way bigger than you expect. Perhaps you want to add C int to the import list. I did that. You know what? How about you just go from integral? Could not deduce dynamic, right? T is ambiguous. Just do it, man. Open scope. Alright. Oh, that's about it. This is something I've been stuck on for a very long time when first doing reflex. I couldn't figure out how to make these types unified, but turns out you just need to like apply your way through it. And types. I wonder if those old streams are still online. I may have done it on the stream. I just spent like way too long. So how I learn these things is actually not by reading books, but I just take walks and think about it for a long time. It's just every possible permutation I think about and that brings solutions. So this is rank n types does that, and you need to have type applications. I misspelled language. Not a scope variable t. Scoped type variables. So this is another issue with Haskell. This makes the semantics of your program change, but this is usually what you want actually, scope type variables. But by default they're not scoped, so you need to tell them it's a thing. Because what it does, it allows the t to be same as here. That's the scoping part. So it's like the t of the type binding goes into the block, the value level thing. It's usually what you want, like basically almost always what you want. But it's disabled by default, so you need to enable it. Right, and it's about the order of things. So we need to tell it about order. Oh, it's tiled down, but no, I want to apply it to this one. One Haskell neck bit from Norway, which also loved Nix, turned out to be the most people ever for the meetup. I thought I was gonna ship. Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess you could, like, if you're fortunate, you manage to break the ice with the audience, and then it's you're off to the races. It can go fantastic. But if you don't manage to break the ice, it's gonna be a pretty awful 40 minutes. Just like you rush through your presentation, like yeah. But if you do manage to break the ice, you can start cracking jokes and shit, which is fun. I managed to do it like with a smaller meetup. Ah, great, he helped you. that's another good idea to you're not adjustable. Oh, actually we got a different type error. We fixed the issue. We're concerned about other things now, like not being a monad, useful. Yeah. So if we remove the t, we get like this type error. But no, there's blah blah blah. T0. This is the indicator that you are having some issue with scope type variable bullshit, because it will start saying there is a t0 and there's a normal t. So it's like saying these t's are different, and you want to say to Haskell, no, they are the same. That's what this does. The t in here is the same as the t in here. That's what we're doing now. Yeah. Okay, so next step, we need to tell it about reflex, because reflex t. I think we get that for free. 28. Another use dynamic blah 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 blah. What? Okay, I guess we'll do more at home. Adjustable TM. It just wants to give me all the pain at this point. Am I doing this on the wrong one or something? Post build TM. What is this? Am I forgetting some kind of constraint? Oh, there you go. Use dynamic writer T layer M. Oh, because you're inside. Right. So was right about that. We don't even need these. Well, you know, existential quantification. Could not deduce monad reader formable M. Can I be reflex STL? And what if I just add the constraint, you know? It can be like sometimes it's just being a little bit, it's a little bit finicky, you know. Just adjustable T, and no one wants to talk about T as well. Makes me think, makes me wonder. Maybe it thinks this T is different again, like we had before, the same problem. And then it cannot figure out all the other constraints because, you know, reflex. So we want to do that again. Make it scoped. And the other thing about scope type variable is you need to do this. You need to do tn. And this for all, once you start doing it, you need to do it for every type variable. So it's annoying. Language. Swear to God, spelling is the hardest part of all of this. Language. So this looks right. Scoped type variables. Expected comma separated list of language options, starting with a capital. Let's say rank and types. Oh, right. I closed it wrongly. Well, then scope, because you need to do scope type variables. You not to do this blah 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 blah. For isn't this like shitty fmap? I think it is. Oh, even another real function. It is. Could not deduce monad reader from blah mid layers. So you want to have the constraint of a performable. But that's like, this is not a problem either because you can just like overflow it. Monad hold T performable. Just, you know, give the renderer as an argument. And it will stop. It will complain less. Probably still complain, but could not upgrade. I need to apply the T to healthbar. Then apply thing. It needs to be monad hold performable M. Or is it monad hold performable M here? I don't know. Adjustable. T performable M. Okay. Post build. Is any of this perform event? Trigger event. Don't worry about it. It's gonna stop. More fix. Just fix it. You don't know what more fix, right? Monad AO performable. Is this a joke? Can't I just do, like, you know, That actually worked. I got it to compile. I just told, so the way I understand it is that the commit layer, it opens up another monad, and the way to access that monad is through the performable associated type. So if we go to commit layer, well, actually, I don't, well, there it is, performable M. And, you know, what? Why would you make a type alias for, whatever. So yeah, like the layers, they need to be performable, and then, you know, we just told it here, like, okay, you know, the M there has the same constraint here, and it's fine. Okay. Render. Right, you need to be a do block. Could not deduce monad hold performable M. We don't know how to solve this problem. Layer performable. That's kind of interesting. Why would you even have the performable? And maybe I misspelled it. People and their words. Oh god. I'll give you that one. Uh, 48. Guest. Where is it? 20. Game 13. Come on, man. Line 20. Jesus Christ. Tell me this works. No! No! Oh, I'm sorry. It ain't possible to do this like this. Yeah. We need to undo all of that. I mean, I guess this is just probable shit, right? Yeah. Just delete all changes here. Okay. It's okay. Lexical, I think we didn't touch that. It's kind of frustrating because now we got the constraints that are like they're pushing out. The type errors will be on the wrong locations because the issue is that we need to change. We need to change the render of rectangle render, health render, right? We need to get rid of that performable thing. It's not right. I think the reason this is not right is because we need to tell it about it. I'm doing it wrongly. And I should have spied more on image to know. What the hell? Copy, dude. Copy. Reflex. That's the other thing about reflex STL. Like nothing on this is in Google. You need to figure everything out yourself. I don't know what this function does. Copy. I didn't define it either. I would say I should tell about it, but I'm not seeing it here either. It's commit layer. Deal with it. What does commit layer do? You are getting a dynamic T layer M. Oh, but you shouldn't have health bar then, right? Or what? Guest cannot find module layer. Right. Wait, this is compiling? What? Why is this compiling now? I just deleted the const. Redundant constraints. You don't need to deal with state, game state. Yeah, render state. You don't need to do this. And I everything compiles. Okay. Did we just do this all for nothing? Okay, let's run a portion first. Alright, I need to make HBank. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's working. It's just they're drawn the wrong way around. And the tiles also all have health bars. Okay. And like, look, our health is going down as well. It's working! That was easy. You know, we should probably make it less big and do it the right way around. And yeah, so what are we doing? Times 5, let's do it like times 2. Try again. Look at that! Yeah, we have no more health. Cool! It's still drawing a dot though. And we're already dead. And we're not doing anything with being dead. But, you know, we got health bars. Okay, the reason why the guys immediately vanish is because our like, we should block the move, basically. If the combat hasn't resolved fully. We should still implement that, but I first wanted to display how the health bar is looking, you know, and that looks to be working because it goes down by a random amount. And I think our rock, paper, scissors mechanism is also working because we have an axe, and an axe is bad against. So an axe is scissor, and we went against a sword, which is a rock. So this is a sword. You can see it like it's really small, but it's a sword. We should probably make it bigger as well. Image. Maybe like, you know, 55, whatever. Then see if it gets bigger. And it vanished. I have no idea what I'm doing. So it's not that. Rendered image. Render position. X. Maybe plus 10. Oh, size. Oh, we're making it smaller like this. So we should make it less smaller. So like, what if we remove 10 and 10? Yeah. What if I just read my own code, you know? Yeah, it's a bit bigger now. So, you know, what if we increase this to 15? We'll do y plus 5 as well. And I want to make it bigger even. So maybe y plus 10. And this is plus 20. Okay. Alright, we need to compose. It's a function. Just a function, man. Yeah! No, they're big, but they're in the wrong position. It should go up. It seems to be going down. You know, what if we do 40, 20? Oh! It's going the wrong way. Minus. And up. Yeah, that's it. So maybe like a little bit less, so it looks like they're holding it. So maybe minus 15 and minus 30. This reminds me of CSS. It's mucking around with the positions of things. But yeah, that's a bit better. Still bad, but minus 20, 10. Yeah, this is better. Okay. I can sort of see what they're holding, and then their health bar, which is also badly drawn. Yeah, if we attack him, our health bar becomes really small. And the nice thing, like, it moves with the character already because of how we structured our code. Like, it's part of the tile. Like, everything moves. They look so happy. Yeah, they do. But the combat, I think it's working. You know, they're about to die. They are. Like like there is no combat at the moment still. Like this is not really combat because we're just like completely ignoring health. And by the way, all tiles have health, which is a bit weird. Probably shouldn't draw it if there's no combat at all, but what are you gonna do, right? Nice gameplay indeed. Yeah, this is my stream. I'll clean up the compile warnings because they're annoying, and then I'll call today. Yeah, like, you know, you say it's bad gameplay. You joke it's bad gameplay, but I'll mind you that at least I have gameplay, Skybro. Where is your gameplay? you said you were making a game. I mean, I'm not seeing any progress yet. You know. Oh, you don't need monetized. Oh, cool. That's pretty amazing. STL image, cint, embed, and copy. Unused quantified type variable. That's a new warning. I didn't know that's a thing. Well, that makes me think we can delete them all, which is nice. They're annoying. They are so annoying. No, I said nice. I have it. I can move my character. I also started yesterday. Well, I've only been working on this for a year, so you know. Haskell game dev bestest. I mean, I guess you're having way more progress than I do in that short amount of time. You know, it's like 365 times as much progress or speed. You know, but you know, we can render health. So I think that's the thing we did, and we deleted the bottom module. Great. Add rendering. Add basic rendering of health. Restructure. Group render modules. Restructure. Structure how we did the game logic with a pure state monad, if that makes sense. So like it's actually running an identity, the state monad, and but the thing is, it's like folding over time in reflex with the accumulation, and we're also using the same mechanism to get a random value, which apparently also is working. I don't know why, but it's working. Yes, one of the things I really like about this, once you figure out the compile errors, there's like very few bugs actually. You know, remember doing that game in Lua with Tetris? We spent so much time just trying to figure out what was going on. Well, you know, we finished we finished the game in a day, and this has been a year in the progress. But you know, this has been fun. At least developing it is fun, so that's my win. Okay, it's not fast. It's not fast at all. Like developing it is not fast. But I feel the reason it's not fast is not so much of, well, yeah, it's not fast. Like, I don't think we can get around that. It's not fast. But I've also been distracted a lot. And we're still getting back at it. We're not getting back at the Lua game, you know. I'm still engaged in developing. I feel still it's fun. It's not like a slog to refactor or whatever. So that's great, you know. A lot of other games I've worked on were in other languages, which were supposedly faster, and just trying to get back into them, it was just difficult because, you know, you completely forgot how everything worked. Whereas here, I still feel like kind of understand what's going on. We're getting traction on it, even though we get like sometimes encounter these really strange names like issued, which was a real name we had in this game. Issued the function name, but I'm gonna quit it for today. Thanks for watching, everyone, and see you all next time, which will be probably in the weekend. I think I drained myself of streaming for this week. But thanks for watching, everyone. See y'all later. Bye. Spent 80% of time on random shit. Yeah, I do. But I feel like actually when I'm working, you know, I get I end up reading random pieces of stuff as well. Oh, whatever. See you later. Bye.